Today we're in Ottawa, our nation's capital. We're on Parliament Hill. There's the Parliament buildings behind us. We're here for the 6th annual AJAC EcoRun. What is the EcoRun? Let's find out.
The AJAC EcoRun is a whole showcase of fuel-efficient vehicles. So at this run, as you see behind me, we have not just pure EVs, which people associate with an EcoRun. We have plug-in hybrids, conventional hybrids. We have diesels. We have a hydrogen fuel cell that isn't even available to the public yet in the Toyota Mirai. And we have highly efficient gas options. It encompasses so many different alternative powertrains to the consumer, and it represents 12 different automakers. The purpose is totally aimed at the consumer. We actually test real-world fuel economy data with these cars behind me, and they actually shatter Natural Resources Canada's official numbers. So you'll see every year, it comes down to these AJAC journalists driving in a fuel-efficient manner. It's about coasting to a stop, being aware of what's around you. It's not about a whole start-stop jerky action, so the consumer can actually learn from these drivers, and they get rewarded in the end by paying a lot less fuel. We actually start where we stopped last year. So last year, our culmination of the event was in Ottawa. This year, we started in Ottawa. We had an overnight in Montreal, and we ended in Quebec City.
For the 2017 EcoRun, they certainly could not have picked a more picturesque location. This central Quebec drive route is beautiful, and especially the hilly portions in the middle are really putting the cars to the test in terms of performance and fuel economy.
Now, there are obvious things you can do to be a more efficient driver, like not accelerate really hard and, kind of like herky-jerky driving. And one of the things is to be more predictive. Look beyond where you're driving. So look beyond and say, oh, there's a light way up there. There's no need to accelerate to that light. You do a lot of coasting and apply brakes only when you have to, and you can save a lot of fuel that way.
Every car is different here. They all have different forms of technology, different ways to bring down their fuel consumption. If a person wants to read our reports about that, they can understand from our whole plethora of different voices how the vehicles work and what their advantages are.
I think where a consumer benefits most from EcoRun is taking a look at vehicles that are in the class of vehicle that they're already shopping for to see how the ones that we're driving here compare to what they might be looking at. For example, somebody might be shopping for a large SUV and wonder about the fuel economy in, for example, the Nissan Pathfinder. Well, that's here, and we're testing it, and we're trying to get it as low in fuel economy as we can. So that gives consumers who are shopping in that segment some perspective on how buying, for example, a Pathfinder might save them more money at the pumps than something else in the segment.
All these are stars. They all get lower fuel economy, and it just shows that it's diverse options for the many consumers out there.
Over the past few days, we've seen all sorts of new technology in these cars, from straight EVs, plug-in hybrids, even a hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. And they're all super efficient. But one thing that we have learned is that you don't really need all that to be more efficient. Even with a straight gasoline engine, everyone can be more efficient if you use the proper driving techniques.